I'm ready. I'm ready all the time.
Доброго дня, шановні колеги.
Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues. We continue our working day in the UCMC. The topic of the next event is presentation of the system Zhong Xin Dao in our system. Our guests are I Liq Chuan, Sam Chin, Kung Fu grandmaster, founder of the Zhong Xin Dao philosophy and Chinese internal martial arts system, and also the Vice Director of the World Fighting Martial Arts Federation. Good afternoon, esteemed friends. It's nice to welcome you here at our conference. I would like to introduce the grandmaster, the founder of Zhong Xin Dao, the internal style of Chinese Wushu, who has come to visit us. Zhong Xin Dao is means a lot of work that he's been engaged into for more than 20 years. And last year he presented it at one of the workshops, and now the system has changed its name. Now is the central line of everything that will exist from it, that will be developing from it, and it will be influencing different spheres of activities, social activities. These will be educational programs, which will be included into the system, Zhong Xin Dao, and medical programs, and there will be other developments. Sam Chin is the follower of the system, the patriarch. He inherited the system from his father, I Liq Chuan, and now he lives in the United States. Before he lived in Malaysia. All the family has roots from there. Sam Chin teaches in more than 34 countries of the world, and has more than 50 departments of Liq Chuan all over the world. This is not his first visit to Ukraine. That's the fourth visit, actually. And we are happy that our relations are developing, and he arrived again to tell us how the system will be developing in the future. And I would suggest that everyone who loves Chinese martial systems, philosophy, traditions, to come to us to workshop that will take place tomorrow and Sunday. And now I would like to give the floor to Grandmaster Chin Fan Sun, and he will answer your questions. You are welcome. Dobre.
Hello. Yes, by the way, I'm Sam F.S. Chin. Sergey have already introduced me, talk about some of the history of that. So I'm not going to go through that. But anyway, I would say that this art is my family art. I learned it from my father. So at that time, we were called, it's an I Liq Chuan martial art of awareness. So I'm a gatekeeper of that art. So through a development that I go through, having the systems, that philosophy, concept, and principles, and building up the curriculum, that a system of how to teach and to watch closely that how students progress. And through here that we come up with the path of the systems that I name the Zhong Xin Dao. So in that way, I'm the founder of the Zhong Xin Dao. So I would try to explain a little bit what Zhong Xin Dao is. And first of all, you must understand that anything is based on what kind of reference. We base on the reference of nature, right? Then everything must reference back to the nature, understanding the nature. So through understanding nature, we talk about moment, about present, all right? Moment about present. Only moment and present that to understand what is what. They call it the way as it is, right? In Zen, we talk about suchness field, the field as such, pure field. And in Tao, we talk about way, the way. The way is as it is. So you cannot add anything, you cannot take away anything. That means to really know the truth is about being in the moment. So the problem we encounter to know the truth, to know the moment, we always use our past experience to know the moment. So to knowing that moment, that means it's not the present anymore, because you are using what you think based on your feeling, based on the feeling of what you like, what you don't like, what you don't know. That means you are judging the moment. Then that moment itself is not the present anymore. It's not the real condition anymore. So you must have an approach, has a way to understand this, that how can you know from the moment? It's the approach of the Zhong Xin Dao. The Zhong Xin Dao is about neutral. That means you must be neutral first in order to understand things. All right? So in the Zhong Xin Dao approach, I Liq Chuan, we talk about mental neutral and physical neutral. So because of neutral, first, in nature, everything is changing. We talk about under I Ching, you change every moment, every second. So you must have a reference of neutral to change. If you are not neutral, you cannot change. That means you cannot flow. If you can't flow, how can you know the moment? That means you are not with the moment. So now the art itself teaches you how to be in the moment, how to flow in the first process. And then, how can you know? We said, first of all, you need to know what is knowing. What is the knowing by itself? What is the quality that you need to know? And how can you know? All right? And then, you're knowing based on what reference? You're based on the past reference or based on the moment reference? So past reference is based on what you like, what you don't like, what you don't know. And it's because that it's your habitual or it's your ego. Now, when based on the moment, it's about stillness and clarity. It's about getting clear of the moment. All right? Then the art itself teaches you how to understand on point of contact to be clear. So you would able to understand what is happening, the real situation, right? That you are not judging. So, so from the art itself, it will help you to see, understanding how the minds work and how the body works, and how the mind affects the body and how the body affects the mind. So through here, then you have to understand yourself. So because we said that, how can you use yourself without understanding yourself? So this is a process. So through the Zhong Xin Dao here, so you will able to stay calm. all right? Not reference to the past, to know the moment. So then you can be able to understand the right conditions. So through here you apply to martial, that means into action, and to health, and to spiritual. Right? From here, the use of the approach, right? You say so of course the system here of the Zhong Xin Dao under the I Liq Chuan, we have built up the procedures of approach, that understanding each level that they need to know to get the clarity. Okay. Yes, any questions?
Дякую, колеги. Переходимо до запитань.
Thank you, colleagues. Now, my question will be the first. I would like to understand how many people in the world, in Ukraine, are promoting this philosophic system, this martial art, how this is popular in the world and in Ukraine. This is the question to both speakers, actually. One by one, please answer.
Як я вже раніше і
As I already mentioned, in the world, almost in 34 countries, we have the groups which deal with this system, which exercise the system. And in Ukraine, in more than 10 cities, we have such groups where regularly people exercise in this system.
We have around 150 over instructors. And members is around 2,000 members.
Дякую вам. Ще маю запитання щодо, власне, семінару, який буде,
And now about the workshop which will be held tomorrow. When it will be held, where it will be held, whether it is possible to register for participation. The workshop itself will be held at the Metropozniki station, Larissa Rudenko 6A, office 814. You can register, you can call us, and we will register you, and you will be qualified to participate.
Under the Zhong Xin Dao, in academy, practically in United States, we already have 2 colleges been teaching the program. One college is on Grabini College, and one is UPenn. All right, and we teach it as a 3-credit course. 3-credit course that the program is about teaching that learning how to learn. All right, we are showing them to increase the tools of how to observe and how to learn to learn. Now, in normal procedures, in school and in general, you are taught, you learn the subject, you learn this, you learn this, you learn that. And they seldom have an approach of learning how to learn itself. That means that how to discipline yourself, how to understand the attention, how to use your attention, and how to see things clear. Then to get that tools, then you can apply to everything. Anything you come in contact, you get more clear. So this has been, I'm trying to promote this, and my student, Nancy and Len, is helping me to teach in the college, all right? And so we will try to share it out through the world, that this program is benefit to everyone.
Дякую, колеги. Можливо, в когось ще є запитання або уточнення?
Dear colleagues, any further questions, please mention your names and ask the question. Good afternoon, I'm Victoria. What number of women had joined to your martial art or to your system? And the second question, whether your system could be related to any Ukrainian traditional martial arts, like Hopak system or something else.
Women is less, but there are women that learn the system are very good. They become a world Thai boxing champ, right? The kickboxing champ and Santa champ, right? It's about understanding yourself and how to use yourself. It's about understanding the mechanic of the nature. So if understanding the mechanic of the nature itself is applied to everything, it's about the movement. It's a mechanism of the movement. First, you train to understand what you call unified self. Right? And second, you train to understand the unifying movement. Then you train to unify with environment through point of contact. Right? First of all, you need to understand yourself first, unification, yourself first. Then to extend yourself to unify the whole environment. Right? Through here, because now, our systems is to learn to recognize true neutral. What is the quality of neutral? Neutral is about being balanced, being harmony. All right? Then people say, how harmony work as a martial arts? Being balanced is the cause. It's not teaching you how to fight first. Teach you how to know first. And now you must able to change with time and space. Then you only know what is happening. Here is the cause. In our system, we teach the cause, not the effect. When you learn the effect, you come up different thing. You learn the cause, you get the effect. All right? Here, because of the understanding here, you trained the coordination, the balance, so you can change. You know the situation. All right? When you know, then you know this, knowing from that situation itself. So then you only know what is the truth. It's not from your judging. In Zen, we talk about you must have the direct link with the condition, with the nature itself, that it's not you to judge on him. It's the nature revealed by itself. That means the nature speaks. And if you have that kind of attention, you are like a mirror. That everything you touch, it reflects. You see? So they speak themselves. And like I said before, in order to know, it's not based on what you think. It's not based on you like or you don't like. Right? If you base on the feeling of you like, you don't like, you want more, you don't like, you reject. So you are not neutral. Right? Because of for having the neutral, and that moment itself is big. Right? So you know the truth, how the approach. You see now, the thing is that when the nature speaks, because you need to understand further down in here, because everything that reflect, you are the receiver. Right? Your eyes, you didn't go out to get message. Everything reflect to you. Right? In the dark room, you cannot see anything. When light is open, the light, the reflect. Right? Then you know. Actually, everything is based on reflection. Right? So you could only, from here, if you have your attention, the problem is because if your attention is clear, you can be clear. If your attention is strong, you maintain there, you can be clear. That's where the clarity comes. You understand from clarity. Of course, then people say, what is clarity? Right? How can you know it's clear? There will be understanding the change. You see, we said that the change, what is change? The change has different. The change has separation. Then separation has unity. The unity has relationship. Relationship has cause and effect, has cause and condition. That's how you know what is happening. Right? So because as I said, at one time we was discussing, if you reference to your understanding from your past experience, you will be under the frame. Like everything inside here, you will be here. You cannot get out. So your thinking, your research will be under this frame. So you must get away from this frame. That means this frame is also your viewpoint. That means this viewpoint block you seeing bigger picture if you are not under the Zhong Xin Dao.
Дякую, колеги. Можливо, ще є запитання.
Dear colleagues, for the questions, this will be the last question. Please mention your name. I'm Olena. Today, you mentioned that in Zhong Xin Dao, there are not just training program, also there will be medical part of this system. What could be interesting for our medical workers in your program?
Like I said, first is to tune the mind, to able to see what is what. It's the most important part. So you must able to have a relationship with your patient, for instance, right? So everything that we teach is through point of contact. The point of contact is not only touch contact. When you come to point of contact, there is 6 senses point of contact. Eyes contact, ear contact, nose contact, the smell, you see, nose is a smell, mouth is a taste, body is a touch, mind is a thought. You must understand that this contact, right? How this contact established and how clear can you be on contact. So, because we get information from point of contact. What is not from point of contact? You know from point of contact. But how can you know? You know from the point of contact is clear. If you are not clear about point of contact, your information, what you get in, won't be clear. Or you will be filtering the things. You will be filtering through the point of contact what you want to listen only. And what you want to see only. You see, you can, because we meet a lot of students, they only want to listen what they want to listen. They're not going to listen the whole pictures. So, because they filter it. So, through a point of contact, they must know how to use a point of contact. Then to get the direct understanding from here. And then through neutral, they know. You see, of course, we were only able to teach them the tools. And then the tools they use to own their professions. Because they still need to go through everyone. Professions will be different. They will therapy, massage, or physical, or toina massage, or the acupuncture, or different kind of health program. They need to learn their specialists, but we give them the tools like diagnosing, how to see, how to approach. That will help you in everything. It's not only here, right? In daily life, that how you build your family, how you react in the environment. See, what is the neutral? Neutral is a positive thing, you see. That neutral in the moment, that means you are doing the right thing in the moment. In the moment, if you know what present is, the moment itself, that what you do is the most compassion things. There is no judging. So you will be building up your surrounding. So your surrounding will turn very harmony, right? Then you could have bliss. Then you have peaceful in life. So because at the end, everyone is looking for happiness, right? To be healthy. You train martial art, it's the same. It's not just for fighting. Because as I said before, if you look into my website or Facebook, I'll give the talk. Like in Chinese martial arts, it's bigger than only for fight. It's not just for fight. It's the art. Kung Fu is a skill. How to be a human. Or how to be a cook, to be good. To be a driver, to be good. Right? To be a parent, to be good. It's not just to fight. Because we use martial arts as a training base, has one special quality. Because training martial art has one special quality is on readiness and alertness. If you do some running as a sport or stretching as a training, of course there is some readiness and alertness, but it won't be so obvious in martial arts. Right? If you do something wrong, you're off balance. Right? So from here, it gives you a direct feedback. It gives you a direct feedback to know that is your attention awareness is right or not. Because awareness needs readiness and alertness. All right, thank you.
Дякую, колеги. На цій ноті будемо завершувати. Дякую, що до нас прийшли. Успіхів вам в майбутньому і сподіваюся до скорого.
Well, thank you for coming to us, and I hope to see you again. Thank you. Thank you.
Шановні колеги, наступна подія буквально за 5 хвилин.